I don't know if Timothy Chalamet movies attract weird marketing, especially with the Dune 2 popcorn bucket, but his previous film, Wonka, at the tail end of 2023, and until Dune 2 was the highest grossing movie of 2023, strange times that we're living in. The man seems to attract strange marketing, okay? But in the lead up to, the Wonka prequel movie, you had these little pop-up Willy Wonka chocolate factory experiences, and in Toronto there was a Wonka immersive experience with a 30-foot tall chocolate candy tree in Toronto. Like, that's crazy, man, going to that length in order to do stuff like this. As you can see, there's the base of it in this Instagram post. Okay, it looks pretty interesting, right? Like, you go down there to experience all of the kind of cool stuff, just get a small snippet of what it would potentially be like if, the chocolate factory was a real place. And yeah, hell of a good idea for marketing when it comes to this stuff for people that were a little trepidatious about the film. And even if you don't imbibe with, candy like that, Kid in the Candy Store is a universal meme for a very good reason, because, who doesn't like going into a candy store? It's kind of fun. In the world of Willy Wonka, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, it's the first novel that I ever read, and it's one that is still stuck with me to this very day. So yeah, the idea of getting the golden ticket and then just going through all of the different sights and sounds at a certain point of time, I'm sure that would have been something that I would have loved to do, and I'm sure that a lot of children out there were inspired by the Wonka movie to also search out other stories, built off of that most recent film. Hopefully they went and discovered the old Gene Wilder Willy Wonka, had a really good time with that, because that one still holds up. And as such, petitioned their parents to, find their very own Wonka experience in their local area. And for some kids out there in Glasgow, Scotland, they were treated to a Willy Wonka experience recently, and well, it was a bit of a downgrade. It was a bit of a downgrade from what you could see from this little pop-up chocolate store in Toronto, marketing the Wonka movie. And by downgrade, I mean one of the most fantastic, hilarious debacles I have personally ever seen. I had no idea that this was going on. It just simply popped up in my social media feed. I burst out laughing when I seen this, so I had to make a video on this. A fiasco. Willy Wonka experience in Scotland creates sour taste for ticket buyers. Oh, Mike Snyder, you goddamn hack. A Willy Wonka themed event in Scotland, marketed as a place where dreams come to life. Well, if your dream is to get kidnapped in a panel van and thrown into an empty warehouse, we got the experience for you. Turned sour last weekend with police arriving and attendees wanting refunds. Sounds like a Glasgow night out. At least those who ventured to a Willy's chocolate experience in the Scottish capital of Glasgow on Saturday are apparently getting their money back. You can see one picture right there. Wow, doesn't that look like the authentic Wonka experience? The UK event, the event company called House of Illuminati, promised attendees chocolate fountains, performances by Oompa Loompas, and a celebration of chocolate in all of its delightful forms. Spoilers, there was no chocolate. How do you do a Wonka story with no chocolate? The company promised on its website, which we actually have the website pulled up, and yeah, you see stuff like this. I'm going to go ahead and, show you the full video show you the full screen, uncropped or anything like that. But do you notice anything that's a little bit different? This is their official website, right? The Willy's chocolateexperience.com. And you got off-brand logos. You got AI generated images instead of actually showing you real life displays, but you've got the Twilight Tunnel, you've got the Imagination Lab. What else do you have? You have captivating entertainment. Oh, you can expect all of this stuff, like your non-spherical lollipops that are definitely of questionable quality, but if you have a spare 45 minutes to an hour, you can head on down to the Box Hub warehouse in Glasgow, run it through yourself. But wait, we got pictures, okay? And I don't know why anybody else wasn't immediately thrown off by, I don't know, okay, like this is old AI problems where obviously you have all the background that's running together, and then you have this, I don't know, Gene Wilder with alcohol or fetal alcohol syndrome with his, goopy, floopy eyes, not even to mention is wrong with both the fingers on all of his hands. Like, how many thumbs does this poor dude have? Is it a chocolate factory or is this an abandoned nuclear facility? Like, what are we doing here? That doesn't look too bad, even though the signs are very, very strange, but there you have more accurate interpretation of what you're likely to see if you went down there. Or we have Willy Wonka on full display, and I don't know, like, what is that supposed to be in? Like, I remember reading the book, and yeah, it's been about 20 years since I've gone through it, but I don't remember any Harry Potter Death Eaters running through the chocolate factory. But like I said, man, it's been a minute. But here's the rest of the experience. Like, okay, there's a bounce house, a couple of disappointed looking parents, a happy 3-piece rainbow entryway. That's kind of nice. Oh, and I mean, like, you got banners taped to a wall. You could get pictures in front of AI generated curtains. That's nice. And well, at least the rope's nice, the nice velvet rope, right? Like, that's real. And hold it. I don't know what that is. Like, what is that supposed to be? That just looks like somebody is hanging up laundry in the yard and you're just going through it like it's a makeshift maze. But the Oompa Loompas, like, that's supposed to that's one of the Oompa Loompas, okay? Making candy or crack cocaine. Like, what are we doing here? But these people have decided to, speak out. You got Willy Wonka here, the Willy Wonka actor, and I got this sped up a little bit. It's a 3-minute long clip, but I think it's important to just show you how deep this deception runs because, well, I don't know if this is some ex post facto cope because, yeah, he signed up to play a role, but in actuality, this thing went so far sideways that the best thing that he can do is try to distance himself. But let's hear him out.
Hello everyone, my name is Paul Connell and I was one of the actors employed to play Willy Wonka at the Wonka's Chocolate Experience fiasco that happened in Glasgow this weekend.
There we go.
I'm going to be poking a little bit of fun at the event, but I wanted to say before I start that I feel for anyone who bought tickets to this event, people who are expecting a magical chocolate experience and got me in a top hat in a dirty warehouse in Glasgow, people who wanted Timothy Chalamet and got Timothy Charlatan. But I am going to tell kind of my side of it as...
Well, I guess he's a carny performer, not exactly a comedian, but fine.
An actor who was employed at this event. So the first red flag for me was when I was cast as Willy Wonka. Anyone who looks at me and thinks Willy Wonka and not Oompa Loompa is out of their mind. I give off
actually, yeah, that would be brilliant casting. Anyways.
Major Oompa Loompa energy, but not like a good Oompa Loompa, not like one of the, like one that's at the back during the dance numbers, like falling over like your aunt at a line dancing class on holiday. But I got cast as the part on the Thursday. And was told that I needed to learn the script for the Friday. So I said, no problem, send it over. The script was 15 pages, monologue, pretty much, of AI-generated gibberish.
Oh, when you have source material.
Which...
Okay, and previous performances, and all you could have is a 15-page AI-generate... Okay.
I will read some for you if you want. In fact, no, I don't even need to read it, because I learnt it all, and it was mad. I've learned all of it. That's all in there. That's in my brain. So I'll give you one of the lines from the script.
Oh, this is going to be good. Okay, I haven't heard this yet. Okay, let's see. How on a scale of 1 to Wonka, how accurate would this be?
I'm not going to do the Willy Wonka voice because I think I've embarrassed myself enough over the last few days. But one of my favorite lines was, there is a man who lives here. His name is not known. So we call him the Unknown. The Unknown is an evil chocolate maker.
Oh, that would be the Dementor... Okay.
Who lives in the walls. What? What is an evil...
Yeah, okay, like, there's some readings and interpretations, like, if you wanna watch the old classic in a certain lens, okay, the Oompa Loompas, tricking and kidnapping the kids, they could be like an evil presence that's over there, okay? But having something so overtly evil, weird, okay?
Chocolate maker for a start. Does he make evil chocolate? Or is he an evil man who makes chocolate? And what do you mean?
Or is he an evil chocolate man? Oh no, can't say that. That's racist.
He lives in the walls. So I had to perform that line with gusto and validity, and that was a challenge as an actor.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Like, hi, I'm Happy Candy Man, and let me just tell you about the ghosts that live in the walls. I'm sorry, what?
We were told on the experience to hand out a jelly bean, one jelly bean per child.
Oh, yeah. When you try to go to a chocolate experience and then all you walk away with is just one stupid little jelly bean. Interesting.
And a quarter of a cup of Tesco's own brand lemonade. That was what the children got. No chocolate. There was no chocolate to be had at this chocolate factory, which I really think they missed the trick, because if there's ever
You don't say.
an event to sell chocolate, I'd say it was this one.
Yeah,
But
you
no,
have
they went with
fucking Wonka
a
bars.
single jelly bean and a quarter of a glass of lemonade.
Yo, man, like Hamas treats their hostages better than these kids got treated. That's absolutely ridiculous. But oh wait, we can hear from one other person that was involved in this, and well, we got the old meth Oompa Loompa who just looks real pressed with being there. Okay, Christy Patterson, who played the sad Oompa Loompa. That's gonna be a meme forever. If they only knew how bad it really was in Wonka World. Explains the backstory behind the photo. They told us to abandon the script. I had a jelly bean room and then eventually ran out of jelly beans. I was already rationing the jelly beans to 3 per kid. Oh my god. See, she was going over budget, okay? Like the company, obviously, you know, probably portioned stuff out, okay? You get a quarter portion of lemonade and then you get 1 jelly bean. She's out here tripling up on the beans. Like, come on, man. We need to keep costs tight, okay? Yeah, tickets for this thing were probably just enough, you know, to rent out the space, okay? It's not like we're trying to make a killing on this. I was already rationing the jelly beans. That was me being generous. But holy shit, man. I don't know how popular this is, but how big of a disaster this was, but I think by the time that this is all said and done and all the stories come out, this is going to be one of the biggest and most hilarious fiascos of the year, because there is nothing about this that doesn't scream second-rate hilarity. Literally, the only thing that's missing is the panel van with free candy on the side. That would be the only thing to make this even more perfect. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.